Touch up family. Wagwan. Maverick in the space, still with the best and most credible opinion, still fear and fearless analysis. And see that, continue to do the right thing. Press off that little subscribe button there. Make we go and build up the numbers. Please and thanks. Wagwan in politics. A long time the Maverick not talking about politics, Wagwan on the election. Wagwan for the election. A long time the Maverick not delving in a little politics, man. Make me labor right brethren them start call me PNP. And me comrade brethren start call me labor right. Are you ready? Are you ready to get irrational again? And get fool again and get emotional again? I'm going to worship party mode. Yeah? Going to tribalist mode. Maverick will touch up some politics, So, me a people of all of the relevant fence them. And we are looking and observe what going on in the election campaign. I mean, I lie to you. The government out, brother. Which was expected. Brogad in the road. The amount of ground, me see a break for various project. We supposed to have a earthquake shortly, The amount of ground we are breaking, we supposed to see that the big level earthquake. The amount of new projects when we see ground a break for. The amount of new scheme when we see a bill and Kia, title and out. The amount of water programs when we see a sort out. The amount of road where we see a fix and a patch. Papa Jesus. We need to have a general election every 6 months. You know what you mean? Seriously speaking, though. The government out people with the campaign. The election money are spent. Them in the community, them all across the country now, as me say, a breakdown like an earthquake. But you know what the question is, though? Will the people of Jamaica bite? Or will they see this as trying to trick them because a general election is here? Because most of them things that we see ground a break final and promises are make final and ribbon a cut final. The government in office for 9 years, almost 10 years now. And it is in the last 3 months or 6 months of the second term where all of them something are coming to fruition. You think people are going to see it as an attempt to trick them ahead of an election? Our people are going to believe, say, yes, everything just ripe and mature at this point and everything all right. Because the kind of money we are going to spend on the ground now, because you say money they are going to run, is if the people, the common man in the street, if him think that little piece of food the way man get lead up to election, and the ground we are breaking a theme community, if him feel satisfied with theme position where him is in a theme life after 9 years of the current administration, so that he can go vote them back in office. Now run on the PNP side now, them are campaign steady. They've been campaigning steady for the past. How long now Marky G, they on the ground and run up and down? Couple years now. And the PNP to me, in a mode like, they're ready for the election, but they are hedging their bets on the Jamaican electorate being fed up at the JLP administration. The lady we have sent, the single mother we have sent her penny was school. The little man we have working little factory job. And the little self-employed gardener. We are trying to make ends meet. And the high rent and the high light bill and all of the amenities. That is basic to the man we are right, But it's challenging week to week and month to month. When the people at the other end of the scale concerned, What the PNP are bank on is that enough Jamaicans will have gotten to a point in them life where them say, you know what? All the talk with JLP talk how the country are well. Me not feel it in my pocket. Me not feel it in my life. Me not see it in my reality. Me think now it's time for a change. And if the PNP is just campaigning after people getting fed up with the current administration, is a gamble take. I mean them out there posit them alternative programs. You hear them. But as we said to know before, really and truly, there's not much to choose between these two parties ideologically, So what people in Jamaica have to vote for now in our elections is basically who are the better stewards of what happens to the country. Who are the better pilot for the Jamaican ship. That is what people vote for basically, because there's no sharp divide in the ideologies of the different parties. And if people in their own life feel that they are enough a part of the progress being made by the country, and if people buy into, look, we have a better future under the current administration, it's how much people buy into that, you know. It's not how much the politicians them preach it on the stage, you know, or how much they surrogate them, where in the media and on social media are preaching to people and push it on people's throat, you know. Is if the man or woman in the street buy into that. That is what is going to determine if the JLP returns to power. Another advantage me think the incumbent have. Whether people like it or not, or whether them support the methodology or not. You see that 40 to 41% reduction in a murders and serious crime. That is not a normal thing. A 40% reduction. I mean, Jamaica have a high crime rate, you know, high murder rate, you know. And even with a 40% reduction, the rate was still high, you know. But it is still significant. And I think that strategy as employed by the government, the Minister of National Security, and the new commissioner. And you know what the strategy is? We don't want to go back in it again. We don't know what it is. If enough people feel that the PNP would not make this kind of indentation in a crime, then again, PNP have a mountain to climb this. But we think the election are going to close. We think it's going to really close. You know, the PNP was ahead after the local government and, you know, before the JLP get them campaign going. But the last polls will come out shows that the margin of the leader of the PNP was reduced. And since then, even more campaigning go on, more ground a break, more things I get promised. May I predict say it are going to now be within the margin of error. Whichever party I lead, it's going to be within the margin of error. That means it's going to be very close. That means it's going to then come down to the money where them have to spend in the stretch down to the election. The mobilization and the organization on the ground, especially on election day, that's how the election are going to win. As we say, the PNP and depend on a swing. Guys, if there's a swing, you see like the swing that the JLP had in their favor in the 2020 election. Eh? You remember that swing there? 14 seats the PNP win. That was a major swing towards the JLP. Now, if after 2 terms, enough people feel disgruntled, that them life no better off, that swing, whole part of people with a PNP, when they go vote, or with a PNP, when they don't vote for Labour right, if them people come back in line, and that the PNP are hope for. JLP does have hope, say, enough people buy into the prosperity. Shower Labour right friend them, you can call me PNP now. I'm a PNP friend them, you can call me Labour right now. That means that the Maverick are doing work. That's a go on for what a go on in the politics, you know. Where's the lie I tell a while ago? Where the lie there? And the best and most credible opinion. That is fear and fearless analysis. All of the grounds covered. All of the grounds covered in the argument a while ago. Maverick step in. Boom!